It's the season-long baller, and we are underway in D.C. taking on the Boston Celtics. We'll give you the lineups in just a moment as George takes the triple and nails it. Now that is a good sign for the Wizards right there, as the Wizards shot horribly against the Sixers. We'll talk about that a little more in depth in just a moment. Right now for the Wizards, it's Coulibaly, George, Vukovic, McCollum. It's Summerz, Carrington, Coulibaly, George, and Vukovic in the middle, because the Wizards are down Bagley III and Alex Sarr. Sarr injured in the second half of the game against the Sixers. So the good thing is we do get McCollum back, so that's why I was mentioning McCollum. I was thinking about McCollum there. Wizards with the rebound. And now I'll take the three and released it early. Wizards still up by 3, however. For the Celtics, as Brown takes the baseline jump shot and hits. For the Celtics, it's Pritchard, White, Brown, Tatum, and Keita in the middle. I'll take the deep three. Got it. Just inside the logo. And yes, I have been working very hard on that release. We'll probably do a podcast and talk about that. As Brown takes the three, he misses Vukovic with the rebound. Up to Coulibaly, and Coulibaly hands off to me. All right, let's go pick and roll with Vukovic. He rolls, I'll toss it over to him, and he shoots it up really quickly with the left hand. Vukovic or Vukovic? Have to check that out. It's 8-2 in favor of the Wizards. He's going to be the starter for a while, though, as he is the only player active for the Wizards right now that's over 6'10". Tatum misses the shot. Vukovic with the rebound gives it up to me. Last meeting with the Celtics, we played pretty well against the Celtics, but Keyshawn George played pretty good defense on Jason Tatum. We'll come downhill off the screen, back over to Vukovic. He backs out, under 5 on the shot clock, over to Middleton. Middleton takes the three, misses. Now up to Tatum. Tatum steps back, now into the paint, and his fadeaway is no good. And I think I misspoke here. Carrington is not starting, and it's Middleton. I'll drive, left hand flush is good. And it's a 10-2 lead for the Wizards. With Sarr out of the lineup, looks like Brian Keefe made that change. I don't know if I would consider Middleton a bigger player. I think Coulibaly's longer. He's 6'8". Middleton is 6'6". Missed by the Celtics. I've got another rebound. The Wizards have an 8-point lead here in the first quarter. Keita's on me, so wait a minute. Is there a mismatch somewhere? We'll run the floppy to Middleton. Middleton wide open, takes the three before Brown was able to arrive. Rebound Pritchard as he boxed out Vukovic. Oh, Tatum tried to go to Brown, intercepted by Middleton. Up to George. George behind the back, now on the baseline. He backs out. Back over to me. I'll back out. I'll take the three. Got it. Over Pritchard. And it's a 13-2 start for the Wizards. This is Season Long Baller. And if you're new to the channel, we play the entire 82-game schedule of the Washington Wizards. And we actually mirror the actual Wizards schedule, but there are some differences at times. And we may see one coming up with the NBA Cup. The real Wizards, of course, are not playing in the NBA Cup. But we might. It depends. We did take a harsh loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers to start the NBA Cup. Lost by, 19? And we finished Cup play at 3-1. But if Cleveland finished at 3-1, then they are going to be the team advancing out of our group. And we'll see if we have the best record of the remaining teams that don't win their groups. So we'll find that out a little bit later on next week. Meanwhile, Anthony Simon, who has checked into the game for the Celtics, scores. And the lead, as we've checked back in, is now a 4-point margin. Wizards are up. Carrington working against White. Pass back to me by Carrington. I'll flip it up over Simons. And the Wizards push the lead to 6. Now we took on the Celtics. Oh, is Hauser. got around. Might not with the assist as you heard there, but Hauser got around. Who was that? Who was that he got around? Middleton? All right. Running the floppy to Middleton. He's open. He'll take the wing 3. It's off. And the rebound to Boucher. Hauser working against Middleton. Now up to Summerz. I'm on Summerz. Summerz moves. Summerz fakes around a little bit and then creates the space for the 3. And the Wizards' lead is now just 1. We'll go screen and roll with Vukovic. Boucher steps out. I'll get around. Pass as I spin on the baseline, and I was about to pass it back to Vukovic, but spun on the baseline, created the space, laid it up, and the margin is back to 3. Hauser to Summerz, who takes the 3, but I was on defense that time. Vukovic with the rebound over to Middleton. Middleton bobbled it, almost lost it. I'll take the long 3, missed it off the wing. Celtics with the rebound. I think Manat grabbed that rebound as I'll pick up the foul on Hauser. Now, we defeated the Celtics back in early November by a score of 71-57. I had 21, 5 assists and 9 rebounds in that game. Oh, Pritchard with plenty of room. Surprised he missed that. And I will come out the pack with the ball. Now coming downhill, holding the air, got the 3-point play opportunity, and the foul is on Summerz. If you're new to the channel, Season Long Baller, we always shut up on our free throws because you just can't miss free throws. Shh, shh, shh. Free throw is good, and the Wizards push the lead to 6. White back into the game for the Celtics. He'll drive. Coulibaly covering him. He kicks in the corner to Pritchard. I left him alone. Got lucky there. Pritchard missed again. Rebound by, I'll get the 3. Got it. And that rebound was by Whitmore, who has checked into the game. The Wizards have Kispert, Sarr, and Bagley III all on injured reserve right now as I'll grab the rebound, my 3rd of the game. So you will see some Wizards lineups that you have not seen as Whitmore misses the 3 on the wing. Brown against Whitmore, passes it over to White. White misses, and I've got my 4th rebound. Running up the floor. Hauser paying attention to me as I was about to try to get around Pritchard. Let's see, what do we have going on? Oh, I did not mean to throw that to Vukovic. Easy interception for Boucher. White to Brown, back to White to Brown now. After Brown had thrown it to White. Brown kicks it in the corner to Pritchard. He fires another 3. I am lucky for the 3rd time as I've given Pritchard way too much space. Up to Coulibaly. I'm bumped by Hauser. I'll drop back. Looks like Champagny, and I think that is Trey Johnson standing up on the bench. We'll go to floppy with George. 5 on the shot clock. George with space. He takes the 3, rims out. Rebound White. 1:57 to go here in the first half. This is Season Long Baller as Pritchard now from the other corner hits it this time as he hits his first out of his last 4 attempts and closes the lead to 6. Now, we were defeated for the 2nd time a couple of days ago against the Sixers. And it looks like that will get us to the half, tied at 41. We'll talk about that Sixers game in the second half. We'll see you in the 3rd quarter. right, beginning of the third quarter, we'll see if I can build on an 18-point first half as Pritchard brings the ball into the front court. And you have got for the Celtics their starting lineup as Tatum takes the three. Pritchard, White, Brown, Tatum, and Queta. And for the Wizards, it's Summerz, Middleton, Coulibaly, George, and Vukovic. Remember, Sarr, Bagley III, and Kispert all injured for the Wizards as Vukovic rolls. Pritchard tried to pick him up, but I was able to get that pass into Vukovic. Now, for the Wizards in the last game, as I was talking about at the end of the first half, the Wizards shot horribly against the Sixers. Outside of myself and Chris Middleton, all other Wizards went 0 for 14 from deep. And overall, all Wizards outside of me, I went for 15 for 20. The rest of the Wizards went 9 for 32 in that game. And that, as Brown misses, is why we lost to the Sixers. Got the pass up to Coulibaly on the semi-transition there. He goes in for the dunk. And the Wizards increase their lead. But that is the reason we lost to the Sixers. Didn't help that Sarr got hurt, but we were shooting horribly. Now Brown takes the three off the pass from Pritchard. He misses. Coulibaly with the box out on White. He picks up the rebound. We've got a 1-point lead. I've got Queta on me, so let's see. We'll dance with Queta here, and coming downhill, and the two-hand flush. We are not going to hang around this time in D.C. Two-hand flush is good. We've got a 3-point lead over to Pritchard. Pritchard to Queta. Queta over to Tatum. George is on him. Brown on the baseline over Middleton. He hits on the pass from Tatum. And it's a 1-point lead for the Wizards. 3:55 to go here in the third quarter. All right, let's go floppy with George. Tatum really got stuck in traffic. George was 0 for 5 against the Sixers as Tatum goes behind the back, picks up his dribble, now over to Brown. Brown in. Oh, I got the block on Brown as he was in a. Whoa, that looked like that could have been backcourt. Brown picks me up. But I've got the block on Brown there as he was in a crowd out after that pass that he got. Now to Middleton. He gets off the floppy. He hits the three. Middleton's probably been the only guy here recently who's been hitting. George was off in the last game. Carrington has cooled off since the beginning of the season. McCollum had been injured and has finally come back now. This is his first game back. And our designated shooter off the bench, Corey Kispert, has a collapsed lung, so he is out. Sarr is going to be out, lower back bruise. Estimated to be 1 to 2 weeks. And again, he was injured in the second half of the Sixers game. And with him and Bagley III out, I know I belabored this point, but we don't have any size, and we might get killed on the glass here. Now, the good thing is Queta's not known as a dominating force, but he can rebound. So I don't want to be too small. Over to White as Trey Johnson has checked into the game. Tatum takes the straight-on three over George. He'll miss, and I have a half dozen rebounds. Queta swinging there as I come up the court. Pass over to – no, that's A.J. Okay, A.J. Johnson and Trey Johnson are both in the game. A.J. Johnson acquired in the deal for Middleton and Kuzma last season by the Wizards. 5 on the shot clock. Over to George as I was waiting for the floppy to develop. Tatum covered it well, however. No haps on that one. Oh, Pritchard got around George. And now it's a 2-point lead with 2:22 to go here in the third quarter. 50-48 is your score. All right, we'll go pick and roll with George. Tatum comes over, pass over to George. He kicks it in the corner to Trey Johnson. And the Wizards lottery pick, number 6 overall, misses the baseline corner jump shot. White back out to Pritchard. I'm on Pritchard. Now over to Brown. You've got A.J. Johnson on him. Back over to Pritchard. Now to Tatum. He takes the three, and he nails it. And the Celtics have a 1-point lead with 1:45 to go in the third quarter. This is Season Long Baller, and if you like what we do on the channel, go ahead and give us that like and subscribe and follow. It is much appreciated. We'll go floppy to George. Tatum a little bit slow, but no room. I'll drive, and I'll have the two-hand flush on the pass from George after the floppy did not work. And the Wizards have regained the lead by 1. Now over to Tatum. Back to White up top against Trey Johnson. I'm on Pritchard. Tatum has space coming off the screen, but he didn't shoot it. Now, I got lost with Pritchard. He misses. Rebound to Trey Johnson. In the corner to me, but White hit it. I've got the deflection, and now White has picked me up. 13 on the shot clock. Under 50 to go here in the third quarter. Let's post up. Oh, I wanted to post up George. He's got Pritchard on him. Now I'll have to drive in the corner to George. Did not have enough time. Shot clock violation. 38.8 to go here in the third quarter. Looks like I have checked out. So let's see what we get. A 55-55 tie. So we were tied at the half at 41, now tied at the quarter break, and in the final quarter, it's a 55-55 tie. Brown brings the ball into the front court, working against Middleton. I'm on Pritchard. Hauser is in the game, along with Summerz and Boucher for the Celtics. Brown steps back against George. Under 5 on the shot clock. Spins again. Boucher has to take the 3. He'll miss, and I'll grab my 7th rebound. Summerz, George, Vukovic, Coulibaly, and Middleton are your 5. The starting lineup for the Wizards in this game. First change is Middleton wide open off the floppy, misses. First change in the starting lineup that was not related to well, I guess it really is related to injury in terms of Carrington not starting and Middleton starting. Brown working against George. Over to Hauser. Coulibaly's on him. Pritchard comes to set the screen. Coulibaly fights around it. Now with less than 3 on the shot clock, the fadeaway from Summerz misses, and the game remains tied at 55. Oh, fancy layup by me coming down the paint. I was able to avoid Hauser and Pritchard, and the fancy swoop left-hand layup is good, and the Wizards now have a lead as Pritchard. Oh, good defense by me as Pritchard cut behind me, but I was able to force the miss. Middleton hands off to me. I'll back it out. Summerz has picked me up. 4:24 to go here in the fourth. I'll come downhill against Summerz, and I'll force up the left hand and miss it. Pritchard with the rebound. Into the corner to Brown. He takes the 3. He misses. My 9th rebound. Now Pritchard against me. I'll kick it over to Coulibaly in the corner. Now to George. Pritchard picks him up. 10 on the shot clock. Down to George against Pritchard. We got him this time. George kicks it over to Vukovic in the corner. 3 is off. And the rebound to Pritchard. Still remains a 2-point lead for the Wizards. Getting close to the halfway point of the quarter. Oh, Hauser got into the paint there on Coulibaly. And we are tied at 57 with 3:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. So far, both teams have only scored a single basket here. All right, looks like Tatum and White and Keita have all returned for the Celtics. So both teams have their starting lineups in. We'll go floppy with Middleton. Middleton pump fakes and misses. Brown was there on defense. Tatum with the rebound. Up to Brown. Middleton on defense. Oh, Middleton gets the steal. Up to Coulibaly. Now to Vukovic. He lays it up over Pritchard. It's good, and the Wizards are up by 2. We are now approaching the halfway point of the fourth quarter here. Brown brings it up against Middleton. Over to Tatum. Back up top to Brown. Tatum sets the screen. Middleton fights through. George picks up Tatum. Middleton now drives. Tatum on Middleton. Jump step by Tatum around Middleton. He scores. And we are deadlocked again at 59. Pritchard picks me up as I bring the ball over the half-court line. Let's go floppy to Middleton. All right, Middleton now takes the shot. He's fouled. Was that a three-pointer? Okay, Jaylen Brown picks up the foul. Middleton will go to the line. And this is the first of 3, 2. Okay, CJ McCollum is coming in, but Middleton's on the... Oh, I got taken out. I was wondering who CJ McCollum was coming in for because I was like, Middleton's on the line. That's the guy who would come in. I guess Coulibaly could have gone to the bench and they slid Middleton down to the 3. But no, that's not what happened. I came out of the game. So without me, the Wizards get a 3-point lead, 74-71 over the Celtics. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Brian Keefe again changing that rotation with CJ McCollum. With Sarr getting injured in our last game. Well, that's going to do it for Season Long Baller. Unexpected ending there. We will be back in action on Saturday against the Atlanta Hawks. Hope you will join us for that one. That's it for Season Long Baller. If you like what we do on the channel, go ahead and give us that like and subscribe. It is much appreciated. Peace.